This is the Express Water RO5DX, a 5-stage reverse osmosis system with a dedicated faucet and a pressurized storage tank that tucks under the sink. Right away, what stands out is how compact and practical it is for a real kitchen cabinet. Roughly 14 times 5 by 15 inches for the main frame. A 4-gallon tank that stores about 3.2 gallons of usable water, and a clean chrome faucet that's rated for 0.8 GPM when the tank is full. The finish is simple, and the layout is approachable, which matters when you're the one installing and maintaining it. Key features that matter to me are pretty simple. NSF ANSI 58 certification, a rated 50 GPD membrane, color-coded quick connect tubing, an emergency leak stop pad, and an extra set of pre-filters in the box. NSF 58 is the standard that covers RO performance and construction. In plain terms, it means the system is independently verified for TDS reduction. That's total dissolved solids, the stuff you can't see but can measure, and built with materials that won't leach harmful metals back into your water. The 50 GPD rating is the membrane's production estimate under typical conditions. Think of it as how much purified water the membrane can make across a full day, not what you'll get at the faucet in one shot. If you're new to reverse osmosis, the flow goes like this. Water first passes through a sediment filter to catch grit and rust, then through carbon stages that remove chlorine and chemicals that can damage the membrane or affect taste. The RO membrane is the heart of the system. It's a semi-permeable barrier that screens out most dissolved contaminants. After the tank, there's a final coconut carbon polish that improves flavor. That last step matters more than people think. RO water can taste flat without a good post-filter, and this one gives it a clean, natural finish. In my opinion, the install is as friendly as RO gets for a DIYer. The color-coded tubing and push-to-connect fittings reduce the chance of mixing up lines, and the kit includes a filter housing wrench, the faucet, the tank stand, and the parts to tie into standard 3/8 or 1/2 inch under-sink connections. From my experience with RO setups, that color coding is a quiet lifesaver because the most common mistakes are routing and seating issues, not tools and tape problems. I also like that Express Water includes an extra set of 4 pre-filters for the first replacement cycle. It takes the pressure off the 6-month mark and makes it more likely you actually do the maintenance on time. Pressure expectations are non-negotiable with RO. The RO5DX wants feed water between 40 and 80 psi. PSI is just the pressure of your incoming water line. If you're below 40 psi, a booster pump helps the membrane do its job and hit the rated output. If you're above 80 psi, a regulator protects fittings and housings from stress. That's not a flaw, it's how RO works. Also, brine waste is part of the process. For each gallon of purified water, expect 1 to 3 gallons going to the drain, depending on your pressure, temperature, and TDS. That range is normal across consumer RO systems and is worth factoring in if you're careful about water use. On daily use, the tank makes the system feel fast. When the tank is full, the faucet output is snappy for filling glasses, prepping coffee, or cooking. If you drain the tank, flow slows down to the membrane's raw production speed. That's when you can tell it's a 50 GPD unit. Recovery is steady but not instant. For most kitchens, the 3.2 gallons on tap is a comfortable cushion for the day's rhythm. If you often fill big jugs back to back, you'll just want to give it some time to refill. Noise is light but not zero. A little gurgle from the drain line is normal as air clears and wastewater moves. If you ever notice a persistent hum or vibration, from my experience, it's usually a fitting that needs reseating, or a check valve or the automatic shutoff ASO valve chattering against pressure changes. Pushing the tubing fully into the quick connect, trimming a clean end on the line, or swapping a small valve typically resolves it. The included emergency leak stop pad is a big comfort for under-sink installs. If it senses moisture, it shuts the feed line so a small issue doesn't turn into a flood. Maintenance is straightforward and tied to water quality. I change pre-filters every 6 months as a rule of thumb because they're the sacrificial stages that protect the membrane. If your tap water is heavy on sediment or chlorine, they may need to be swapped a little sooner. The membrane lasts much longer when the pre-filters are kept on schedule. A simple way to keep tabs on performance is a cheap TDS pen to spot a drift upward. If taste or odor creeps back, it's a nudge to change the carbon stages. I also appreciate that this system uses a modern inline flow restrictor, which is cleanable and not a throwaway part whenever you service the membrane. On taste and quality, the result is crisp. Chlorine bite and odd odors drop off. Coffee tastes cleaner, and ice cubes freeze clearer. The system is certified to reduce a broad range of contaminants, including lead, chlorine, fluoride, arsenic, and PFAS/PFOA, which is a meaningful set of modern concerns. You can also mount the system in a basement and run a line to the kitchen if cabinet space is tight, though long runs sometimes benefit from a delivery pump. It can tie into a fridge line too. You may just need extra tubing based on the distance. It's perfect for anyone who wants certified RO water without calling a plumber and who's comfortable doing small, regular maintenance. I'd recommend this for households that cook a lot, coffee lovers, renters who can get a landlord's okay for an under-sink hole, and homeowners who want to get off bottled water. If your water pressure is very low and you don't want to add a booster, or if the idea of wastewater is a deal breaker, you'll want to weigh those factors before you commit. A quick note on size and build. The primary frame is easy to handle, about 31 pounds overall with components, and the tank can sit upright or on its side to fit weird cabinet layouts. The faucet is smooth, and the finish looks fine next to a modern sink. The system has been around for years and has a big base of owners, which makes replacement filters and support straightforward. In conclusion, the Express Water RO5DX nails the basics that matter. It's NSF 58 certified, the water tastes excellent, the parts and instructions make DIY installation reasonable, and the included leak stop and extra filters show someone thought about real kitchens and real owners. It's not magic. Pressure matters, wastewater is part of RO, and filter changes are non-optional. But the overall package is balanced and user-friendly. In my opinion, that's what a good undersink RO should be. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or experiences in the comments. Thank you for watching.